That's a big attack.
Yeah.
All right, YouTube, today we're out here checking on the footers. They're making good progress. They're laying the rebar and they're getting it all cleaned out and lined up, getting it ready to pour some concrete. Hey kids, say hi YouTube. They love it out here. Just playing in the dirt. Playing in the dirt. So the house will sit from the center of each side of the footer here. So I'm about, let me come down here. And then we'll be, so here's the house. You can see from the right side over here to the center of the left side, that's where the house is gonna sit. That'll all be the cement and blocks, and we'll build from there.
Watch out, guys!
We have a great view on the back of the property.
Leslie, move out of the way!
We'll put our wonderful soaking tub over there about where Tim's standing. And
Sorry.
we're really excited.
Move out of the way.
Every time we're out here, there's more and more progress. I'll show you the view. It's probably my favorite part so far. I'm excited to do some landscaping. We're quite a ways away from there, but we're gonna get there. And come up over here. We're gonna be digging the leach field over here and putting in the septic tank. We had to cut out quite a bit of trees, but hopefully down here. And then that's the start of the view up there. But when you come up here even more, it's just beautiful. I had no idea until a few weeks ago that we even had this. Tim knew, but it was quite a surprise for me. And there it is. It's just so, there's a couple houses way up there. We're just very blessed and very grateful, and we're very excited to continue this, and just we're thankful that we're underway. More to come.
All right, we're back at the mountain property. Last time we left off, I had shown you where the septic field was going to go, so that's all been cleared, and just have to come back in probably another week or so and dig out the actual lines and put the drain field in. But wanted to show you what progress that has been made the last couple days on the footers. So I'll turn you around here. And so again, we have a 18 by 52 house seat. These are quite big footers. They're just under 5 feet in width, and that was due to the soil classification. We had to get that engineered here. Starting to lay out rough aspect of the rebar here. We do have multiple bulkheads. We had to fill in right here and push some of the dirt back this way, and so we have to get down to virgin soil. So a few bulkheads going in here, which is not a big deal considering the majority of it, or at least half of it, is going to be on the virgin soil and don't have to dig too deep. But a few extra courses of block that we'll lay in there. I'll walk you around the perimeter here so you can see exactly and appreciate how long it is, but 52 feet long. This will end up being the back of the house. We'll have a couple windows back here on the bottom, and then a couple more on top. So 2-story, showing you the views over there. It's a 2-story house. A lot of rebar going in here, so you'll see that kind of laid out. We're back walking down the other side of the house. About midway is going to be where our front entrance is going to be. So about where I'm standing right here will be the front door. Again, we're about midway. This will be a crawl space foundation. We have a nice rock wall here. And then here we've taken that bank and sloped it back so we don't have to put it in a retaining wall. And then we'll put some ground covering on there to keep that dirt back during the heavy rains. And then probably the side up top here, we'll put some ground coverage down there and try to keep it as low maintenance as possible. But we got some rebar feet in here. Again, a couple more bulkheads here and there. And then one more down there, and that was that bottom corner that was pretty low that we had to fill in. So if you're taking count of all the rebar that I've shown you so far, I'll show you some more over here in this pile of rebar. So all that rebar right there for you mathematicians out there, that's about 4,000 pounds of rebar, or 2 ton. So a lot of rebar going in here. Originally didn't budget for that much rebar, but then once engineering got a hold of those plans, they added a lot of rebar, so it gives it some structural integrity. But it's what's required, and we'll put it in and hopefully get an inspection on the first round here. So still have to clean up these footers to make them a little bit more presentable, but we'll get that underway. And hopefully it's the weekend now, so hopefully in 3 days we'll be pouring concrete for the footers. Not quite sure if we can get concrete chuck up here. A back end, definitely not, but maybe a front end concrete truck. But at the worst case scenario, we'll have to pump it in. So we'll tackle that when we get here and see. Maybe we'll get the concrete salesman out here to tell me what he thinks his truck can do. But it is a steep driveway. It's not completely finished. Maybe we'll get some gravel on here. Tomorrow being Saturday, possibly Sunday. So there's a crew that comes out and works kind of part-time on the weekends, which has been really nice. It's moving this project along. It's a lot more work than originally thought we were going to have to do, but the excavation company's been really accommodating. Haven't asked for anything additional, but they're willing to do pretty much whatever I ask within reason. So they've moved a couple extra trees around. They've pulled out a ton of rock, which just takes time. So I'm happy with the work that they're doing. So yeah, so after we get it poured, we'll get some block laid. So probably about 3, maybe 4 courses of block in here. But we'll take you along that journey. But really happy with the way things have turned out. The driveway's about 90% done, so still have to do some finish grading, get the slope right. If you recall from the previous videos, we got to get at 25% or less. So still going to be a pretty steep driveway. I want to gravel it, or will be graveling it, but not sure how that's going to work with 2-wheel drive vehicles, and if it's going to require an all-wheel or 4-wheel drive. I can put my truck in all-wheel drive and get all the way up here, but again, it's going to be a rental place, so want to make it as accommodating as we can. So may end up, putting in some rough concrete or some asphalt. So we'll see. We got time before we get there. Right now, it's really just getting this footer done, and again, making good progress. So yeah, appreciate you following along with the story. And here's one last shot of the footers before you probably see concrete in there. So, all right, we'll leave you with that and see you on the next round.